Welcome, cosmic explorers, to the heart of the universe. This is Cosmic Discovery. Prepare to embark on an awe-inspiring journey beyond the confines of our everyday world as we unravel the mysteries of the cosmos. Today, we bring you a celestial revelation that will leave you breathless. Planet 10 times bigger than Earth may hide in our solar system. Buckle up, stargazers, because we're about to dive into a cosmic odyssey that challenges everything we thought we knew about our celestial neighborhood. Join us in unlocking the secrets of the cosmos by hitting that subscribe button and becoming a part of our cosmic community. Together, let's explore the wonders of the universe and stay up to date with the latest cosmic revelations. Don't miss out on any celestial updates. Subscribe now and join the adventure. While we might consider ourselves quite advanced, having explored the 8 planets and around 200 moons within our solar system, the truth is, our knowledge of the cosmos remains limited. There's intriguing speculation among scientists about the possible existence of an additional planet in our solar system, often referred to as Planet X or Planet Naught. If it does exist, this undiscovered world could be lurking far beyond Neptune. In this distant region, asteroids and dwarf planets exhibit perplexing, unexplained changes in their orbits. The notion of this mysterious planet dates back over a century to a man named Percival Lowell, who, aside from sporting an impressive mustache, was also extraordinarily wealthy. Using his fortune, Lowell constructed an observatory in Arizona dedicated to studying the peculiar movements of Uranus and Neptune. The gravitational forces of Uranus and Neptune seem to behave differently than those of the other planets, hinting at the presence of a hidden celestial body. In 1906, Lowell hypothesized the existence of another planet beyond Neptune, potentially causing these unusual cosmic phenomena. It wasn't until 1930 that he coined the term Planet X. The discovery of Pluto by Clyde Tombaugh at Lowell's observatory initially seemed to explain the odd orbital patterns. However, the celebrations were short-lived as it became apparent that Pluto was too small and too distant to have such a significant impact on the neighboring planets. The hypothetical Planet X, if real, would be 10 times the size of Earth with 4 times its radius. Its orbit around the Sun would take a staggering 10,000 years, placing it more than 200 times farther from the Sun than Earth, equivalent to 600 astronomical units from the solar system's center. To put this in perspective, an astronomical unit is the distance between the Earth and the Sun. While this may seem vast, it pales in comparison to the distances measured in light years, where even the farthest detected galaxy, GNZ 11, sits a whopping 32 billion light years away. Despite our ability to detect such distant galaxies, the elusive Planet X remains undiscovered, leaving us to ponder whether it exists at all. Back in 1989, the idea of a mysterious Planet X was discredited. Scientists realized that the unusual gravitational forces affecting Neptune were not due to an unknown planet, but were instead a miscalculation of Neptune's size. Voyager 2's visit to Neptune revealed its true dimensions, dispelling the myth of Planet X. However, the story doesn't end there. Around a decade ago, the concept of a 9th planet resurfaced. Although Lowell's original evidence was flawed, the belief in Planet X persisted in 2015. Astronomers Michael Brown and Konstantin Batygin discovered unexplained gravitational forces beyond Neptune, including satellites orbiting planets perpendicularly, a phenomenon absent elsewhere in our solar system. Clusters of asteroids displayed highly specific movements, suggesting non-random patterns. Furthermore, some satellites traveled in the opposite direction of the Sun, and the planetoid Sedna appeared to be influenced by an unknown force, along with 6 others moving in the same direction. Brown and Batygin, highly respected scientists, presented this intriguing evidence. Batygin was recognized by Forbes as one of 3 scientists changing the world, while Brown famously rebranded Pluto as a dwarf planet. Their credibility adds weight to their findings. To confirm the existence of Planet X, we must locate it, which proves challenging. The transit photometry method involves monitoring stars for prolonged periods, watching for light dips caused by a planet passing in front of them. However, this method requires perfect alignment of Earth, the new planet, and the Sun, making it rare and applicable only to planets closer to the Sun than Earth, like Venus and Mercury. Another method involves using telescopes, but this is exceptionally difficult. The farthest object discovered in our solar system, appropriately named Far, Far Out, is only 140 astronomical units, AU, from the Sun, a quarter of the distance to planet X. Visibility relies on an object's brightness, and seeing distant objects becomes challenging due to their faint light compared to the Sun or the Moon, which reflects sunlight and appears brighter in the night sky. The brightness of an object in space appears to increase when we get closer to it, and conversely, it diminishes as the distance grows. The challenge in spotting the theoretical planet X lies in its vast distance from the Sun, making it nearly invisible to the naked eye. Detecting it requires ideal weather conditions and a powerful telescope, like the Subaru telescope atop a Hawaiian volcano, known for capturing faint light from distant celestial bodies. However, pinpointing the location of Planet X is a guessing game, given its unknown coordinates. Clear viewing conditions occur only about 3 nights a year, making the task challenging but not insurmountable. Despite the efforts of astronomers, many believe Planet X is a myth. To explain peculiar gravitational pulls, a widespread theory suggests a small black hole within our solar system, though it poses no threat to Earth. Locating this black hole is also challenging, as telescopes are ineffective. Alternatively, detecting gamma rays emitted as objects fall into the black hole or using small spacecraft near its vicinity are potential methods. While NASA continues to document Brown and Badigan's theory about Planet X, concrete evidence remains elusive. The mystery persists, and until proven otherwise, Planet X remains a possibility. Now, imagine being in the middle of an endless ocean shrouded in thick fog, where the dim sun hides behind dense clouds, casting a perpetual gray haze, and day or night is indistinguishable. Despite swimming for hours, the ocean's bottom remains unseen, a typical depiction of a water planet. While this scenario may seem gloomy, water worlds are fascinating in their own right. A water planet, like an ocean planet, is primarily composed of water, ice, and perhaps some rocks, resembling Earth's vast oceans with their mysterious depths. So, although the image may sound dark, the intricacies of these water worlds make them more captivating than meets the eye. Let's delve into their unique characteristics. Ever heard of the Mariana Trench? Well, imagine that, and now picture all the water on Earth taking up only 0.0 to 5% of space. Crazy, right? Now think about a world where 40 to 60% is water. Dive in, and you could go as deep as 60 miles, making our Mariana Trench seem like a kiddie pool. But hold on, the pressure there is insane, up to 20,000 times Earth's atmosphere. Sounds intimidating, doesn't it? Yet, it's fascinating to learn more about these planets. Luckily, scientists believe there might be tons of them just in our galaxy. And guess what? You don't have to look too far. Even our solar system has watery wonders. Not planets though, but moons. Jupiter flaunts Ganymede and Callisto, while Saturn boasts Titan and Enceladus. Up to 30% of these moons' mass is water. Cool, right? Well, we're not sure if these oceans are hidden under an icy crust, but we've spotted some full-blown ocean planets. They're picky though, needing specific conditions to exist. For example, these planets need to be 6 to 8 times bigger than Earth. Smaller, and they're rocky. Bigger, and they turn into gas giants. Plus, they have to hang out in the habitable zone, just the right distance from their star. Stray a bit, and they become icy giants or chilly super-Earths. So yeah, these planets are a bit choosy. We started looking for them in the 70s, but we've only found a couple. Still, they're super intriguing. The first one is Gliese 1214b, the pioneer ocean planet. Scientists initially spotted a tiny dot, which turned out to be the red dwarf star Gliese 1214, a run-of-the-mill star, nothing special. Fast forward to 2009, and they found a quirky planet orbiting it. This super-Earth was 2.5 times larger and 6.5 times heavier than Earth. But here's the kicker. It had a tiny density and gravity similar to ours, meaning it wasn't rock-heavy but also not a gas giant. The only logical guess? It's covered in water and ice. And voila, the first ocean planet was born. Well, not confirmed though. It's a tricky one to explore, and so far, scientists haven't found much. No hydrogen, no helium, no water. Nada. The thick outer atmosphere hides its composition. But hey, it's probably a water world. Gliese 1214b is super close to its star, just 0.014 astronomical units away, less than the distance between us and the moon. The year on 1214b lasts about 36 hours, and the temperatures are extremely extreme, to say the least. Scientists suggest that the average temperature on this planet can range from 250 to a scorching 535 degrees Fahrenheit. That's seriously hot. Remember the eerie description from earlier? Well, spending time on the glitchy 1214b would feel more like taking a dip in a steam boiler due to its colossal temperatures. Picture this. The ocean on the surface is in a constant state, almost boiling, but not quite there. Imagine descending to the planet's surface, flying through clouds of steam, and then suddenly finding yourself in the water. Wait, when did that happen? The boundary between steam and water on AC 1214b is pretty blurry, making the experience quite surreal. Although you won't be able to swim to the ocean floor, it's likely covered with a thick layer of what scientists call hot ice. It's like regular ice, but it defies the laws of physics by not melting even at incredibly high temperatures. This icy layer can be as thick as 3,000 miles. So that's the eerie scenario on 1214b, and there's definitely no Airbnb in sight. Now, while we can't guarantee it's a water world, there's another potential candidate, a recently discovered planet called TOI 1452b. This planet, located in the Dragon constellation, is nearly 100 light-years away. Discovered by a group of researchers from the University of Montreal using the TESS telescope, it also falls into the category of super-Earths. It's 7 times larger than our planet, but 48 times heavier, and it has a low density, suggesting it's mostly a massive ocean. Fortunately, we're in luck this time. Unlike 1214b, TOI 1452b won't be just a giant puddle in some thick ice. There's likely a rocky surface deep under the water, similar to a typical ocean. But hold on, this ocean won't be your typical water experience. TOI 1452b orbits not one but 2 small red dwarfs, and it's very, very far away from them, unlike the previous planet that was close to its sun. It's situated 2.5 times farther from its stars compared to Pluto's distance from the sun, and it zips through space at quite a speed. A year on this planet lasts only 11 days. Despite these fascinating details, much remains unknown about this distant world. The James Webb Telescope might shed light on some of these mysteries, offering new insights. Oh, by the way, were you expecting something more? All right. Let me address the burning question on your mind. Could there be life? Well, that's a tough one. We generally associate water with life, and these planets are in the habitable zones of their stars. So, theoretically, there's a chance, maybe not advanced civilizations, but perhaps some basic life forms like bacteria, fish, or even peculiar giant creatures. Why not, right? However, it's not that simple. Water alone isn't sufficient. You need the right mix of microelements and minerals. Unfortunately, for most water planets, they're likely composed mainly of water and thick ice, lacking essential minerals. But don't lose hope just yet. There's still a glimmer of possibility. Consider meteorites and comets. They can bring the necessary minerals to the planet, increasing the chances of sparking life when they collide with it. Additionally, there's a chance that I-1452b already possesses these vital minerals. We're unsure of the depth of its rocky bottom, but if it exists, who knows what might have originated there. Let's cross our fingers that advanced telescopes will unveil more truths. Perhaps one day we might even have the chance to explore such a planet ourselves. It's worth noting that an exoplanet is any planet outside our solar system, and some of them are wanderers, aptly named rogue planets traversing the galactic center. Others gracefully orbit their host stars or even pairs of stars. In the 1990s, astronomers made a groundbreaking discovery by finding exoplanets for the first time. Since then, they've identified thousands, and now, let's dive into some exciting revelations. Brace yourself for a spoiler. Exoplanets come in all sorts. Some are downright peculiar, while others bear a striking resemblance to our beloved Earth and could potentially harbor life. The nearest exoplanet to us is Proxima Centauri b, just a mere 4.2 light-years away. Recent findings suggest that this distant world might be even more Earth-like than initially believed. It's only 17% more massive than Earth, orbits a dimmer and less massive star than our Sun, and crucially sits within the star's habitable zone. This favorable position increases the likelihood of liquid water and the potential for life. Interestingly, Proxima Centauri b seems to be tidally locked to its parent star, meaning one side constantly faces the star, while the other remains in perpetual darkness. The jury is still out on whether the planet boasts an atmosphere, given its close proximity to the star and its swift 11-day orbit. There's a concern that radiation from the star may be stripping away the planet's air. The million-dollar question is whether Proxima Centauri b could host liquid water on its surface. Just a mere 16 light-years away, Gliese 832c enters the scene. This exoplanet is a hefty 5 times the mass of Earth and completes an orbit around its star in a quick 36 days. Despite its proximity, the red dwarf star it orbits is cooler and dimmer than our Sun, ensuring that Gliese 832c receives a similar amount of light and heat as Earth. However, uncertainties persist about its Earth-like qualities due to a potentially thick atmosphere causing a runaway greenhouse effect. This mechanism occurs when a planet absorbs more heat than it can release back into space, making Gliese 832c more akin to scorching Venus than our temperate Earth. Venturing further into the cosmic neighborhood, we encounter TOI 700d, an Earth-like planet located 100 light-years away in the Dorado constellation. Orbiting a small, cool dwarf star, this exoplanet sits comfortably within the habitable zone. Its surface temperature, only half as high as our Sun's, raises hopes for habitability. While the exact conditions on TOI 700d's surface remain a mystery, computer simulations paint a fascinating picture. Some suggest a planet covered in oceans with a dense carbon dioxide-dominated atmosphere, akin to early Mars. In contrast, another simulation envisions TOI 700d as a cloudless, all-land world. The search for Earth-like planets continues to captivate astronomers, offering tantalizing glimpses into the vast cosmic possibilities beyond our solar system. This is how our Earth might look if it didn't have oceans. The WINS Entei 700d would drift away from the dark side of the planet and converge in the area directly facing the star. There exists an exoplanet with a stunning magenta hue that stands out in the Virgo constellation, Gliese 504b. Located just 20 light-years away from our Sun, the distance between this planet and its parent star is 9 times that between the Sun and Jupiter. Glowing with residual heat from its recent formation, the planet's surface has a pinkish tint. It's fascinating to note that despite its proximity to us, 20 light-years is a relatively short distance in the vastness of space. Within our Milky Way galaxy, a peculiar rogue planet roams freely. Even though it doesn't orbit any star, it possesses an extraordinarily powerful magnetic field, 4 million times stronger than Earth's. Discovered in 2016, astronomers initially suspected it to be a brown dwarf due to its size, but later evidence debunked that theory. The planet, 1.2 times wider and more than 12 times heavier than Jupiter, generates captivating auroras through a unique process. It's believed that the intense magnetic field, possibly influenced by the planet's moon, contributes to this phenomenon. A journey 20,000 light-years away from Earth takes us to a red dwarf in the Sagittarius constellation. These cool and distant stars host a planet with a considerable gap from its host star, resulting in minimal heat. It's among the coldest planets ever found, with an average surface temperature below -360 degrees Fahrenheit, covered entirely in thick ice. Surprisingly, astronomers speculate the potential for life beneath the frozen surface, sustained by heat generated within the planet's core, possibly fostering a vast subsurface ocean teeming with unique life forms. Among the oldest exoplanets we know is CRB 162026b, estimated to be around 12.7 billion years old, nearly 3 times Earth's age of 4.5 billion years. Remarkably, this means the Genesis planet formed a mere 1 billion years after the Big Bang. This incredible celestial body is home to a unique spectacle, as its 2 parent stars, having aged significantly, transformed into a white dwarf and a pulsar, the latter spinning at an astonishing rate of almost 100 revolutions per second. Picture the breathtaking sunrises on this planet, a place often referred to as Super Saturn or Saturn on steroids due to its vast ring system, 640 times larger than Saturn's own rings. Aptly named J1407b, this extraordinary world is located a staggering 434 light-years away from Earth, and it stands out as the only known exoplanet boasting rings reminiscent of Saturn's. To provide some perspective, if J1407b were to replace Saturn in our solar system, its rings would appear many times larger than a full moon. Notably, astronomers have observed a distinctive gap in the middle of the planet's rings, hinting at the possibility of an exomoon the size of Mars orbiting within this space. Imagine residing on this moon and gazing up at the sky to witness a truly awe-inspiring view. Enter WASP-12b, another intriguing exoplanet that devours the light emitted by its star, earning it the title of one of the darkest known worlds. This giant planet, twice the size of Jupiter, captures over 94% of the light that reaches its atmosphere. Consequently, the surface temperatures soar to an astonishing 4,600 degrees Fahrenheit, nearly half as hot as the Sun's surface. The planet's incredibly close orbit around its host star means it completes one orbit in just a single day. Interestingly, WASP-12b experiences a stark temperature contrast between its scorching day side, where temperatures reach 4,600 degrees Fahrenheit, and its relatively cooler night side, where temperatures dip to a mere 2,200 degrees Fahrenheit. This temperature disparity gives rise to occasional formations of water vapor and clouds above the planet's surface. Moreover, material from the superheated atmosphere of this remarkable exoplanet spills onto its star, located about 4,000 light-years away from Earth. In the vast cosmic expanse, there exists a fascinating possibility, an exoplanet that could potentially be one colossal diamond, adding another layer of intrigue to the wonders of the universe. It's astonishingly larger than Earth, yet it completes an orbit around its parent star in just 2 hours and 10 minutes. Meet WASP-76b, a pulsar rotating at an incredible rate of 10,000 times per minute. What sets this exoplanet apart is its remarkable density, primarily composed of carbon. Astronomers speculate that its density might be crystalline, possibly forming diamonds. Interestingly, on the night side of WASP-76b, iron rains down, creating a unique celestial spectacle. Meanwhile, temperatures on the daytime side soar to a scorching 4,300 degrees Fahrenheit, hot enough to vaporize most metals. Despite being slightly smaller than Jupiter, this exotic exoplanet is situated 640 light-years away from Earth. The extreme weather conditions on WASP-76b result from its peculiar orbit, with the distance to its parent star being 10 times shorter than the gap between Mercury and the Sun. This close proximity has led to tidal locking, meaning one side always faces the star, while the other side remains in perpetual darkness. In a distant cosmic neighborhood, another intriguing exoplanet, larger than Jupiter, resides 62 light-years away from Earth. Dawned in a tranquil blue hue reminiscent of our home planet, it exudes an appearance of serenity. However, Beneath the surface lies a world of extremes. The atmospheric coloration comes from silicate atoms and particles, creating a beautiful but deceptive facade. Despite its calm appearance, this blue exoplanet experiences hurricane-force winds, reaching speeds of 5,400 miles per hour, 7 times the speed of sound. Additionally, temperatures can soar to 1,600 degrees Fahrenheit, making it an inhospitable destination. To add to its peculiarities, glass rain showers occur horizontally, making it clear that this is not an ideal vacation spot,